Hey guys, it's Vern from Matt's Automotive Service Center. Happy National Car Care Month. Today we're going to take a look and we're going to give you some examples of things you can check at home to help maintain those fluids underneath the hood of your vehicle. So we'll start off by just going into the car door here, and the first thing you want to do is pop the hood. So you should have some sort of lever underneath there that'll have a hood label on it that you can pull on that lever and it should pop the hood. I already have ours open right now. Once you get that open, put that prop rod in place, and then we can start looking at the different kinds of fluids under there. So the most important one you're going to want to check is going to be your oil level. This is one that you're going to want to check after the vehicle's been sitting for about 10 minutes. And we're going to pull the dipstick out first, and we're going to wipe it off completely. After we do that, we're going to put it back into there. We're going to pull it out again, and we're going to take a look at the oil level in between these two notches there. If there is not any oil all the way up to the top, that means you're going to want to add oil. This is going to represent about a quart of oil in your engine. So you're going to want to fill it in slow increments until it gets to the top. So it looks like we're going to want to add about a quart to this engine here. Other fluid levels that you're going to want to check are going to be your brake fluid level. That's going to be a reservoir that has a symbol on the top very similar to this. And you're going to want to look at the side of the reservoir and see if there's any low marks on there. Now, if this fluid is low, I don't want you to add fluid to it. What that means typically is we either have a leak or our brakes are getting used. So we're going to want to take some time to bring it over to a shop and have us take a look at it. Next one we're going to look at is the coolant reservoir. That's typically going to be a green, orange, pink, blue fluid in some cases. And you're also going to want to look at the minimum and maximum levels on there. Now, if that one is low, that would be one that I would consider topping off and then bringing to a shop to find out why it is low. And you can do that. You want to make sure that the engine is cold. You unscrew the cap and let the pressure release. And once that pressure is released, then continue unscrewing it. We don't want to get burned by any of the hot coolant coming out of there. We can also take a look at our windshield washer reservoir. However, this one's that you can usually just top off. And you're going to want to make sure that in this area of the country that we're topping off the fluid with negative 34 rated washer fluid. The reason we do that is anything that's lighter than that, if it's going into the winter time, can freeze and crack your reservoir. This one does not have a dipstick for you to check the level on. You'll just have to add until it's full. Other than that, we're going to want to take a look at the transmission fluid. And usually on the dipstick itself, it'll tell you how to check your transmission fluid, whether it's in cold, warm, while it's running, in neutral. There's many different ways that they want you to check that fluid, but make sure you read the dipstick in order to tell you. This particular vehicle has a sealed system and it does not have a dipstick for us to check, so I won't be showing that example today.